Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Another week. We got more racing here coming soon. Do I have ice spec skin? I don't know what I have. Honestly, I have whatever Jay-Z has sent me, whatever you guys have sent Jay-Z. There's a good chance I do. There's a good chance I don't. Let's actually give me 1 second here. All right. Take a look, see what I do have for you. I do have an ice spec pack. It is a temp pack. Don't know if you guys have released anything. I looked at the forums earlier, didn't see anything crazy standing out, and we're going to load into the game here just to make sure we do catch the first bit of racing here with the Consi. But back for another week. We're here at Hangtown. Hope you guys tuned into the pro stream on Wednesday. Some really good racing there. Always fun time with Jay-Z and your race host, Luke Scheffler. Flex sent something for pro. I don't know if you still have it. I'm not entirely sure. Again, I don't have anything from Flex, so I could not tell you. Yeah, not entirely sure here. But let's I have this in the windowed. Let's take a look here at your AMS qualifying. If the page will load, I should have had this up earlier. Did not. That's still making mistakes. We're 4 streams in. Unbelievable. I have as many skins as I was given. So yes, send them to me right now, Jace. My Discord is, I think, just TrevDog197DAWG. But I have as many skins as I could possibly find on the forums. Let me double check the AMS form real quick. Let's pull up qualifying. So you're qualifying top 25, 250 AMs, Jace Williams, Jacob Kingsfield, Felix Hogg. So everyone around on average 207, I'd say. 207, 208. So, but I am grabbing from Simlinks. I can grab from there if that is where you guys are going to put them. Again, I need skins. I mean, as soon as you guys can get them in there, because I am not downloading stuff once we drop the gate. Yeah, Jay-Z is an idiot and apparently doesn't check when his own channel has gone live. So, what a guy. Greatest of all time, Jay-Z. But 450 qualifying times, if nobody has checked in on those, I doubt it, or I doubt no one has, because everyone's racing. All you guys that tune into the AM stream, 99% of you guys are racing tonight. So you have looked at times, 203s, 204s, so quite a few seconds faster, but then it drops right back into those 250 times, actually, kind of just past that 10 spot. So names to look out for: Tristan Judd, Eli Block. Again, Eli had a really good weekend last weekend going until a couple of mistakes late into the motos. My Discord is TrevDog197. I think they got rid of the numbers, didn't they? Pretty sure. But yes, TrevDog, DAWG, or you could put in Jay-Z's Discord, which I believe we had a link for at some point. UID grab in 3 minutes. Let's get to save this little. There we go. All right. So anyone dropping them in sim links for Jay-Z. Check my message requests here. Don't look to have anything new. And Chucky, you're in the LCQ. Unfortunate. Really thought we made it out. Thought we made it out of the streets. Thought we were gonna succeed. But can't find my Discord. Give me. I'm not appreciating it putting me in streamer mode immediately. Again, TrevDog 197 DAWG 197. I think they got rid of the numbers after everything. I do not use Discord enough. And I did get the link to the pack. Gonna put that in right now. Donovan Keltner, you're a bitch, but I love you. Okay, so this just replaces. Good shit. I sent you a Discord friend request. All right. Got your guys' requests. So send me your skins. Again, we're going racing here shortly. So we got 1 minute till UID grab for your 250 Consi. And again, I still got to restart my game and everything. Let you guys send your stuff. So just anticipate we're going to stream every week. DAWG. Trev Dog DAWG. Alistair, thank you for your skins. Much appreciated. I actually think I already had this. Good chance Jay-Z sent me it, but thank you for just sending a SAF because that easily goes in. And gear. Another SAF. Much appreciated. If you guys send SAFs, I will love you forever. Just amazing. Oh my God. Oh wow. We're just Jesus Christ. Jay-Z has in fact been racing AMs since '03. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. The amount of time Jay-Z has been in AMs. Really could have made a career just staying down, doing a full. I'm not going to name any pro names, but could have stuck down, made a couple bucks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Alistair, what are we doing here, man? This is. I feel like I'm downloading viruses at this point. This is insane. I got to download other people's stuff still. Egregious. That is egregious number 1 of the night. So if anyone wants to keep track of that shit, because I tend to just not stop. All right. Going to restart my game here, everybody. So just give me 1 second. And we will hopefully be on our way here. Again, 250 Conti is coming up. And we will have Chucky Nygren in the 250 Conti. So shout out, Chuck. Didn't want to give you this kind of screen time, but you're getting it anyways. Also, don't know if our guy Gas Station will be in for the motos tonight, but we'll find out. We will find out. But we got Nick Barr on track, looking looking loose on the Frameworks Yamaha. But everyone's thoughts on the racing this weekend? Anyone got some input, thoughts, feelings? Also, I just want you guys to know Jay-Z was in the AMs for so long. He specially requested, even though he absolutely butchered the title last year, specifically requested that we get him a number 1. I mean, unbelievable. I don't think the game sound is fucked. It's just really loud because I have it turned up a little bit because with the TV cameras can't hear much. But DK, I'm not racing. Why would I race? Outdoors is not fun. Give me a set of whoops. Give me a rhythm. Give me a 10-pack of whoops, some pointy boys. I'm in all day. But this is This is egregious. Disgusting, actually. Horrifying. I have nightmares about outdoors. All right, we are off and running for the lineup check here at 250 Consi. Again, if you guys were not able to get me your skins, I'm sorry. There comes a point where I just cannot continue downloading skins throughout the night. And once racing starts, that's pretty much it, because these guys do not wait on me. I don't expect them to, but yeah, this race is definitely something. Consi is, what, 4 laps? 5 laps? Game sound is staticky. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I have no idea what's going on with my game sound then. Um, that is unfortunate. I really don't know. Let's keep it silent for now. I'll try and figure it out. Restart all this at a break period, but so far 250 Consi is underway. We have Jace Hendricks fighting with Chucky Nygren. Chuck going after positions. He's actually going to lag and clip Owen Adams, and that's going to take everybody out. Definitely a Bar X Suzuki guy just got his kneecap obliterated on the side of the track. Jace Hendricks is running away with this thing, though, with George Cook on Glusta behind him. Nate Snellgrove in third on the 158, and Cal Reed fighting with Fisher here. Let's see what these two can do, as this is going to be for transfer, and Fisher goes down and down hard. Cal Reed makes a big mistake, and right behind him is still another group. Ian, we're just going to say Ian, the privateer rider. Definitely looking like a privateer. Love these KTM answer skins. Absolutely incredible, the work that was put in this week from these guys. Nick Lorenz on the Two Nuts Racing. Don't believe we've ever received the Two Nuts Racing skins. So shout out them. Damian Wazendorf, Owen Adams, Paxton Ambrose. I also just want to mention that I genuinely don't know what could be wrong with my sound, just for the sole fact that I have not touched anything since streaming on Wednesday. So incredible. But Cal Reed still holding down the transfer as of right now. And I'm more confused as to what's happening with Battlegrounds. Am I not on the correct? Sick. Okay. Oh, no, it finally updated. All right. Oh, Cal Reed getting into the back of Snellgrove there. That's going to put Ian right behind him here for the transfer spot. So again, only 4 laps. These guys got to really stay on their toes, try and ride the bike the best way they know how. I know it's easy to just get in these servers, try and set fast laps, but sometimes running some consistent laps for a moto or two, that's the way to do it. But Reed, a little shaky through there. He's got to be real careful, because here comes Ian up the inside. Not looking like he's close enough, though, to make the move. But this downhill. Oh, my God. Oh, wow. Wow. All right. Well, that's Nick Lorenz in for the transfer and a little bit of buffer at that, because Hendricks is going to go back into the final transfer spot. So Jace Hendricks on his way backwards currently. So very unfortunate as the battle goes on between Paxton Ambrose. I gotta stop talking about these guys. This is incredible. The commentator's curse and the Consis are crazy. Absolutely crazy. Henrik Snellgrove and George Cook on Glusta leading them through here. So let's get a quick look back here. Adams, Josephson, Will Hoyt, and Chucky. Chucky, what are we doing? Start moving up here if we can, please. Also, downloaded your guys' gear. Don't know where yours is at, but you'd think your brother would be kind enough to, help you represent a little bit. But I've been wrong before. It's not often that I'm right. And Lorenz has that final spot. He's got Wasendorf right behind him, absolutely throwing it greasy on the downhill. Lorenz really just, oh, getting out of the rut, getting all out of sorts, gets the front wheel cut off by Wasendorf. And that's the transfer. But he comes right back and absolutely kills them both. I don't know what the goal was there. He jumped so far out of that rut. There was no chance he was making the move. And DT on the Phoenix Designs KTM is going to make the move. This setup is awfully close to the stock replacement pack I have here. Like this is very, very similar. But DT sliding that bike around on the 159. Wasendorf right behind him. DT actually ran the fastest lap of the race last lap with a 2:15. So Sage Lewis down. I'm not even. I don't know, man. I don't even see that name in the top 15. We talking about nobody. You know who is down? Nate Snellgrove is down and out of a transfer, and we got one rider absolutely tumbling. I don't know who that was. That was Cal Reed. And now the fight is on for Wasendorf with no, actually, him and DT are in qualifying spots, just going after this for fun. Your leader is up to a 6-second lead, though, mind you. This is incredible racing here from the 250 Consi. This is awful though, being as silent as it is. I wish I knew what was going on with my game sound. I truly do. I have nothing to attribute it to though. That is the worst part. Um, Let me try and take a look at some of my settings here. Um, yeah, definitely interesting that I'm having issues. Again, have not had issues thus far with sound. So let's try and turn this back on briefly and see if it's working out. Everyone in chat, just let me know. I don't want this to be a completely silent stream with me talking. I already almost went crazy last week. And back here, you have your battle for the transfer right now between Snellgrove and Ambrose. The last time I had checked, we had, I think, DT fighting to just, keep that third spot with, I'm already, Wasendorf. It was Wasendorf, and Wasendorf is back down the running in ninth. So not good for him. And Ambrose here is on the gas. He wants this transfer. It's last lap. You got to do everything you can right now. And Snellgrove, if you're Snellgrove, you got to absolutely defend right now. That is all you can do. And Ambrose out the front door, absolutely throwing it away. I mean, textbook. Absolutely textbook for a 250 Consi. Couldn't have scripted it any differently every week. So Snellgrove, big gap to DT, big gap to Cook, and then Henricks is not too far ahead of Cook. But again, these guys are all pretty comfy, as Snellgrove is, 14 seconds down from your leader. And then Adams is 4 seconds off of Snellgrove. Snellgrove, we got to pick up the pace a little bit. That was very mellow through that corner for not too much breathing room, especially if Adams decides to just wick up the pace here. So here we go. But again, Henricks, Cook, DT, And Snellgrove really got to hold on here because here comes Adams. Adams is now 3 seconds in it. He's gained a second on him. He's going to launch the downhill. What's that going to do time-wise? It went back to 4, just under 4. Out front, though, Henricks, Cook, DT looking to take the transfer. He's got to... Oh, my gosh. Why would you even do that? Why would you... What are we doing? Think he's going to hold on. Snellgrove. And Adams went down in the back, so Snellgrove solidifies his way into the motos. Adams, Wilhoit, Chucky, another week, was hoping to make it straight into the motos. 2 weeks back to back. At least this week, he didn't disconnect. He had the heart to stay in it. Congratulations, Chuck Nygren. Josephson, Romero, Facemeyer, Lorenz, Ambrose, Ian, Wasendorf, Cal Reed, Derek Ramirez, Fisher, Mike, and myself. C- for what? What are we saying here, Chuck? LCQ is my next wick. Okay, I'm gonna try with the desktop audio again. I'm just not sure what's going on. But let's hope the audio works better for the 450 Consi. Let's just cross our fingers, ladies and gentlemen. Still loading bikes here. Assuming we got some bikes, quite a few bikes that we can see in the LCQ here. I also got quite a few riders in the 450 Consi here. We got 24 riders, so some names that I'll say seen before. Probably shouldn't be in the Consi, but regardless, we're here. I believe this is going to be lineup check. Better be. God knows I'm praying it is. But we got Seth Hart in here, Nicholas Hewitt, CJ Bernard, a lot of guys. I mean, some Yogi riders. What are we doing this week, everybody? Yeah, this has got to be lineup check. Ain't no way everyone went down like that. Oh my gosh. Oh no, this is your 450 Consi. Wow. Lineup check was very short for these guys. So Mike Wazowski, Jeremy Wazowski? I'm going to call him Wazowski because that's all my brain's willing to say. Kyle Jensen, Brian Jenkins, and Colton Ray. At least we got a Boots House rider. We have a Boots House rider in here and in a transfer. Unknown territory for Boots House. Colton Ray, CJ Bernard, Chad Stonier, Trayson Payne, and Brett Rossi, Seth Harn. So here we go. This is your 450 Consi, another 4-lap battle to try and make it in. I don't understand why it's static. I genuinely do not. I don't know what's happening. We're gonna turn it really low. If my mic's staticky, I just don't know how that works out. My desktop audio is for sure showing different levels rather than being consistent right now. So I'm not entirely sure what the deal is with that. Again, has not been an issue as of recently. Yeah, the levels are all over the place right now for my desktop, so I'm not sure what's happening. That is definitely not the microphone. But I will turn off my desktop audio for now and I guess announce this quietly. This is going to be a long, long night where I am just going to have to continue talking because now there are no breaks for me because any silent period will be actually dead silent. But Colton Ray and Stonier here are going to be going after the transfer. Bernard right there on the Temecula ride. Brawning and Harn. Curious what's going on with Bernard's setup here. I, again, have downloaded the Temecula stuff. I don't know how many times, just because I've downloaded it on the forums and then had it sent to me. So let's just run the gear that we're given, you know? It's that easy. But Colton Ray made a bit of a mistake there, and Stonier is right on his rear tire. He's actually going to be up the inside over the triple. Misses the acceleration bumps there at the top, but he's gonna go down. He had the inside, wasn't able to do anything with it. CJ Bernard is gonna get around and also make a mistake, so that just opens the gap up that much more for Colton Ray to try and sneak away here. Oh man, just having a hard time in the back has been hard. But out front, gotta give credit where it's due. Jeremy Wazowski, but he's got Brian Jenkins all right behind him. Jank is looking to try and make the move here on the 72. Bright pink helmet. I mean, repping for Muckoff, I gotta assume, with the bright pink. Prado? Who are we representing here? Boots House. Oh my god. Get an ambulance. He's dead. He's down. He's out. He's not getting up. He will never return to pro motocross or amateur motocross, combine, whatever we want to call this. Unbelievable. So that puts Bernard into a transfer, and Jenkins somehow miraculously has gotten up and is continuing to ride this machine. Heart of an absolute champion, the number 72, and he's going right back for the transfer on Bernard. Yeah, I really got to figure out what was going on with audio there for you guys, because that was no bueno. And I'm trying to do capturing audio with the game capture, and that is also not picking up. So that's just fantastic. Might have to close my game out, honestly. Might have to close the game out immediately after this Consi's over. Try and restart that, see if it'll capture my desktop audio a little bit better. But Bernard has got Ray all right behind him, and then Jenkins, he's trying not to let these guys slip away, makes a little bit of a bobble there. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, landing right in one of the braking bumps. Squares that rut up and manages to get the transfer over Ray, who makes a big mistake through there. So how about that? The Boots House rider right back into a transfer. Again, very, very untouched ground so far for that Boots House Kawasaki team this year to be inside a transfer. Unlike Jay-Z and AMS as a whole, this is just somewhere they have not been. Bernard, Jensen, and Wodowski. So how about this? Out front on the 823. I'm just curious how we get double digits in AMs, you know? I know my team owner said if I asked for a double digit on my bike, he was going to kick my ass, so which is crazy because I'm the team owner. And down was Kyle Jensen, out of fourth and now out of a transfer. So there he goes. Was running second, slides back, goes down and out. Now he will be chasing down Colton Ray, who's got another shot at this transfer. White flag is out. Here we go. One to go. The GHCI Suzuki, all bright red. They're very noticeable here this weekend. Definitely a little bit brighter than somehow the Bumblebee look last week of black and yellow. But doing what Suzuki wants. Round one, black and yellow. Got to rep the company colors. So Jensen, here we go. This is it. Last shot at it. You got Anthony. Anthony right behind him. And Seth Harn right there as well. Arcamero? Gotta be an easier way. I don't know. I gotta be illiterate. Jensen up the inside on Ray. Here we go. This is your fight for the transfer. He's gonna double. Oh no, and the suspension just unloads on him. Down goes Jensen. That was his one opportunity. Anthony goes down. Oh my God, they all went down. All right, Colton Ray's got this thing pretty much in the bag as long as he does not go down. So the 414 is, I mean, probably cruising this thing in as much as you can cruise it in. Because Kyle Jensen is still the rider to try and fight for the transfer. And Caden Millar, wow, Millar, I think made the motos last week, is very far out of even touching the transfer right now. Cottrell, an Evolve rider in the man, weird just. Man, what are we doing in the Consi here, boys? But Jeremy Wadzowski, he's got one sweeper left after this. Brian Jenkins into P2. He wants the win, but he's not going to get it as long as Wadzowski stays up through here, which he will. Jeremy Wadzowski takes your 450 Consi, followed by Brian Jenkins, CJ Bernard, and Colton Ray has a big enough gap that if somehow Cuts comes into play, he absolutely deserves it. But Colton Ray is going to take fourth and the final transfer. I'm going to disconnect right now, try and figure out what's going on. We're gonna take a break, short break. We'll be back. Yeah, I really don't know what's going on with that, boys. I'm very sorry. DK, you make my bike 2 digits. That's because you're a spoiled princess and you like to whine about a lot of things, so it's easier just to do what you want so I don't have to hear it. You defend my case a lot, but when it comes to, the gear you've been running for generations, you seem to have no problem complaining about setups. And then also I make us KTMs and you go to a team that runs a Cowie. So it really doesn't matter what I make you. You're still a bitch. So we're going to try and load back into the game here. See if anything changes. Hoping. We can hope. But we will be getting into the motos here shortly. But yes, your top 4, Wadzowski, Jenkins, Bernard, and Ray. So everything will stay the way it was. And we are now looking at 250 Moto 1 set to get going here. We do have a Boots House rider in the 250s. We do have a Boots House sighting. So fortunate that, someone makes it in. I keep ragging on Boots House. I'm sorry. I'm not out here trying to race. God knows I would never. Let's disconnect, reconnect. Should check my audio there briefly. Did not do that. Idiot. But for everyone watching, help us in our battle to the road to 1K. We have been fighting for that tooth and nail, week in, week out. And we will continue to do it until Kellen comes back. Kellen, we miss you. Please. Please. We had a 15-minute conversation about chicken nuggets the other night. I can't do that again. I can't go through that. I disconnected and reconnected, and now I'm having an issue loading bikes. You got to be kidding me. I don't even know if the Moto's going or if this is lineup check. Egregious. I had the counter ready. I had the countdown clock ready, and now it will be to no use because I will be off on time. All right. They're lining them up. I'm still loading bikes. Shout out to the team with the 4K pack. Appreciate that. Gotta assume revs are up, board sideways. Gate's gonna go down. Probably right about now. Gotta turn on the timer, see if we catch this. No, we don't. Come on. Ah, son of a bitch. Just missed it. We're off by 2 seconds. Still loading bikes. This is unbelievable. It didn't take me this long during Pro. And again, I'm gonna have to do this. Shorter times loading in during Pro than AMs. What are we doing with setups here, guys? I had more bikes. All right, well, does not matter, as out front is Kobe Gilsdorf on the Swap Moto Live Yamaha, followed by Felix Haag and Josh Crummett. Crummett looking to get up the inside here for P2. May not get it. It looks like my desktop audio is still tweaking, so we will unfortunately be going silent tonight. I apologize to everyone watching or watching the playback of this. This is going to be a hard watch. And honestly, don't know how worth it this stream is. I'm just going to be fully transparent on that one. Jay-Z really gave me the middle finger, and that was Crummett down. So Josh Crummett early on in this race is going to fall back big time here. We got Brody Fry, Jordy, Gatlin, Reggie. Where is your points leader? Crummett, Hudman, Clapp, DT, Drew Edwards, Nobin, Stretchy, Nick Barr, Jace Williams, Bratch, Becerra, T-Coop, Carlos question mark. Hashtag definitely not Jack Mark. I think that might be Jack Mark. Connor Smiley, Becerra, Henricks, Lyle, Derek Jones, Barr, Moore, Cook, Valentine, Lizaraga, Williams, Freddie Grove, Drew, William. Is your points leader not here? Or do I just not have his skins? There's no way. Travis Bostard. Let's go Bostard. Big fan. Big NorCal guy. And west of Temecula is your last rider. Felix Haag leading this thing already pretty demandingly over Cole on Twizzy and Will Clark. Will Clark, the Boots House rider. Let's go Boots House. Putting it in the show and absolutely losing it. He's in the crowd. Give the bike away because apparently that thing just don't have a good setup here today. Chris R., the Frameworks ride. Brody Fry right behind him. Fry holding down fourth, Gilsdorf in fifth, followed by Crummett and Gatlin. Edwards, he put on a really good fight last week. Let's see if he can do the same thing, work his way up. And he's got his teammate, maybe his teammate, question mark, right behind him. So, and now in front of him, because down goes Edwards. And the 113 is going to slide by with one of your Consi riders right behind him, DT, and Nathan Brash right there as well. Oh, Will Clark. He's back going. I guess we're all running different helmets for Boots House tonight. Also not running any gear that I can see, which cool. Connor Smiley, Stretchy, Jordy, Edwards, DT, Lyle, and Bracera skipped over his. He made a pass, but oh, we had riders down on that downhill. For sure, we had riders down. Did we not? Oh my gosh, making the cameraman drunk. So how about this? Cole on Twizzy. I could swear that's a Cade Matherly skin. I could be wrong. Just running number 25 here. I mean, number 666. Twizzy riders known to not run their own numbers in series like the team owner once did before he got bumped into pro. But Felix Hogg out front running with this thing right now. I mean, could be cruising right now. Could be. There's a chance. And I'm going to try and take a look at the points just because I'm curious what's all going to shake down here. As again, we're early in the moto, but big implications here with certain riders running where they are. So right now your points in the 250s. Yeah, Slideways, no game sound. I don't know what's going on, but my desktop audio is absolutely shafting me right now and coming out beyond static. So it's very unfortunate, but tonight we may not have. Let me give me 1 second. Let's take a look here. Trying to see if I can get some of this stuff to work for me. Yeah, I really don't know what's happening as far as audio goes. It's just coming out absolute garbage. So, might have to do the week without it. But your points leader is actually Tyler Valentine. So, forgot Valentine managed a 2-2 for the points lead last week. So, your points leader is here and is running a red plate. I just thought he was on a Honda. I'm not going to lie to you. Fully skip the fact that he has red backgrounds on this thing. But Jay-Z logo on the Evolve bike would be hard. Mike. Wow, we're full privateer effort. We're running no number on gear, no number on the bike. My goodness, someone give this guy a ride. Sound engineer. Yeah, I don't know if we can figure this out over stream. I just have no idea what's happening right now because again, I've not touched anything since Wednesday and everything's gone to shit. Do I run an interface? I don't run anything, man. I literally, all I have that could, like, I guess potentially interrupt the stream is, or at least the audio quality. I don't even know. I don't have Spotify open. I don't got anything open. It's incredible how bad it is. But trying to get back to some of the racing here. Gilsdorf is holding down right now in 4th. So chasing down Chris R for the mic and output. No, I just run whatever Streamlabs automatically picks up. So I may honestly, like if I wanted to have my desktop audio, there might be a good chance I would just have to end the stream and restart it, but also, I haven't turned off my computer in 3 days, so you know what? That just popped in my head. So my computer might be running on just a big old middle finger right now. So Cole on Twizzy, Chris R, Kobe Gilsdorf, Josh Crummett. There's our first sign from Crummett here. Brody Fry, Temecula, again going back, trying to look for your points leader. Here's Dylan Gatlin, Lyle, Clapp, and here is Valentine. Your 2-2 on the weekend at Fox is fighting his way right now through the field, but not doing it maybe as fast as he would need to, as he is in 11th. Just run audio, it doesn't matter. Hey man, it matters. It's obnoxious. So don't know what to. Everyone's saying it's bad. I don't know. I haven't heard it, so I couldn't tell you guys. Oh, Valentine almost out the front door there. He's got Clapp right behind him. Clapp chasing down Valentine. DK knows a thing or two about Clapp chasing him down. Here we go up the inside. Oh, pushes him off the track. Valentine is going to lose two spots out of that. Three, technically. No, two. Manages. So how about that? I did actually close the game in between the 450 Consi and this one. So I thought that was going to work. It did not. Down goes Clapp. The Clapp is down. Unfortunate. Form says disable direct sound. What? I'm gonna sorry about that. I'm gonna try and Google this while we watch some racing here. Felix Hogg is absolutely running away with this thing right now, and what a way to come into round two and just have your thing, have your thing out and showing it to all the boys. This is what you're missing. This is what you need. Gotta have a big pair here at Hangtown. Try and hang it out. Follow a little bit easier. Ruts were definitely a bit bulkier. Uh, Cole on the Twizzy ride. Kobe Gilsdorf, Brody Fry, Crummett. Trying to find a really good battle. Actually, we got three guys here closing up on each other. Bratch, Gatlin, and Lyle. So see, Gatlin has got Lyle right behind him. Sponsored by Tristan Judd. Pretty sure Tristan Judd's the guy that owns this team, so I don't know how you're on the team and sponsored by him. I think that just kind of counters each other. Could be wrong. But looking down the running, your fastest rider on track is actually Talon Becerra with a 2:08.8 all the way down in 32nd. So not real impressive out of some of these guys up towards the front here. Not saying I could do any better, that's for sure. But we got Reggie and Jace Williams here fighting it out too. Another iSpec rider. Happy to see the iSpec skins this week. And Reggie went down. Reggie was down on the double in kind of a blind spot there. And that's going to allow Tristan Coop, through. One of my biggest fans ever is this man right here. Let me tell you, if there was a fan club for me and anyone had to be in it, Tristan would be at the front door telling people to turn around. I think he's just that big of a fan. He doesn't want anyone else to be a part of it. But Bratch, Crummett, Gatlin, and Lyle. So Crummett actually slid back here. So now he's kind of in this battle right here. And Hogg has a 8.5 second lead at the moment. and another 9 seconds to Gilsdorf. So top two have absolutely checked away from each other and the rest of the field. Oh, Lyle, big mistake there. Here comes Will Clark up the inside. Not going to force the issue. Fall back in line. Actually, kind of lets off a little bit there. Maybe could have been a bit more aggressive on the throttle. But Clark looking to play the long game here. Try and make some moves. Downhill, didn't get anyone here this time around. Williams, oh, beautiful around the outside. Jace Williams on the I-Spec ride. Hot lap hero. Might be looking to throw one down right now, the 147. Here we go. If he can close up on these guys, these are, I would say, very important spots. But, I mean, this is a fight for ninth. Just everyone out here is kind of checked into their own realm here. Fry's got Chris R. right in front of him. And Bratch has got Crummett going every which way on this racetrack right now, trying to get him. That 235 machine. Just putting it down. Oh my gosh, sending the roller to flat even. Crummett, he wants this move. I think he's going to get Brash here pretty soon. If he keeps the lines that he is, he's able to really keep his momentum around some of these outsides. Here we go. Let's see if he cuts back underneath. He does because Fry makes a mistake. So that's going to give Crummett that extra spot. So now Crummett is fighting for fifth. No, fourth? No, fifth. It is for fifth. My timing and scoring that I'm looking at is flipping these two back and forth already. So hasn't quite made the move yet. But, oh, big mistake there from Bratch. Here we go, Crummett. Again, he's just got to get close enough coming up into some of these sweeper turns where you can really rally outside. Easy to make a move if you get him perfect. And Bratch made a big mistake going over that table. Here comes Crummett down the inside, gets the move, and then around the outside. Fry unable to get that outside is clean. Gatlin right there, Lyle, Clark. So all these guys have already kind of started to separate as T-Coop, I thought was kind of on the charge with these guys. And we got Emil Bergqvist right here. Another rider that rode really well last week. And down goes T-Coop. Not good for him. And Fry went down as well. So Bergqvist, in the matter of a corner, is going to get 2 spots. How about that for the Velocity Husqvarna rider? Hashtag broken leg grind time. You love to hate to see it. It's just never good. But sometimes you just like being in playing the game. You know what I mean? It's always a good fun time. So Crummett has gone down because Clark and Lyle are now in front of him. Gatlin, Bratch is closing up on Chris R. and Cole on the Twizzy ride. So they're right here on third now. This is going to be a fight for the podium. And we only got 2 minutes, 40 seconds left. We are well into this moto. So after this lap, we're definitely going to have 3 to go here. Oh, Chris R. See what Chris does here. Got to get a little defensive, find areas where Cole's not going. Not going to make it work there. Does he get the move? No, still does not have it solidified. Cole is going to hold down third right now for the time being. And this is just kind of bunching everyone up because here's Bratch right here alongside these guys. And down goes Chris. So that's going to allow Gatlin by, Clark by, and Lyle. Crazy leader. It's not just crazy, it's crazy. Jay-Z, I miss you. Come back, please. I need my co-host. This is egregious. Here we go. Again, fight for fight for third is as close as anyone's going to get here to this podium battle, because second is pretty much checked out. The gap's actually closed down a little bit. It's down to 7 seconds between them, but still almost 8.5 seconds up is Felix Haag, just kind of cruising this one in. Fastest lap of a 2:09 and 2:16 his last time around. Actually, wasn't even his slowest lap. A really slow last lap was from Cole with a 2:34.8. So big mistakes out of Cole on the Twizy ride. Just got to kind of put those behind him and make sure to fight off Bratch from this point forward with 35 seconds left on the clock. And with where Haag is, Haag made a really big mistake. He went down and is going to cost himself the lead here to Gilsdorf. So Kobe Gilsdorf, just comfortable sitting in that P2, makes his move into the lead. We got 15 seconds left on the clock here. It's really going to be a fight to the line. It's going to be pretty clear. It's going to be 2 to go. Coming around this time by, Gilsdorf makes a mistake. He's going to leave the inside open, closes it back off, and Haag right there to try and defend. So this is going to be a really good 2 laps remaining if these two can stay on 2. A lot of 2s getting thrown around. Travis Boster check in, and down goes Gilsdorf. Travis Boster was in P37. Gilsdorf goes down. Haag right back into the lead. And again, Gilsdorf had that buffer to Cole on Twizy, and he's going to have to use all of it and a little bit more to stay in P2. Bratch still right there. So now not only has third kind of presented itself as a opportunity, but second is right there as well, depending how these guys make it down this downhill. Gilsdorf sends it down. Cole's got Bratch just to the inside of him, who gets the drive up the hill. That gap closing subtly. Lapper in front of him, jumps off track. Cole around the outside. Oh, up the inside. No, Bratch goes down. Going for the spot. That's going to put Will Clark ahead of him now. And I believe Gatlin's going to be able to get this. Yes. And Crummett around the outside. So very unfortunate for Bratch to go down like that. And Cole is going to have a 4-second buffer, 3-second buffer over fourth. That was a lapper down. Gilsdorf second, and Haag 5 seconds to the better of him. So here we go. The I-Spec rider on the 96. Just got to hang on here. And as far as points go, he was 10 down on your points leader, Tyler Valentine, coming into this thing. Gilsdorf not even inside the top 10. Cole also not in the top 10. Lyle not in the top 10. Clark not in the top 10. Crummett, I believe, yes, is 7th. 19 down on your points leader. I mean, the closest guy is Haag and Dre Edwards, but Edwards is also fighting his way through, and Gatlin is 23 down. So where is your points leader, actually? Let's get a check-in on him. Points leader is currently sitting in 14th. Not a good points day right now so far for the Dr. Do Racing machine of Tyler Valentine. But regardless, we're on last lap here, ladies and gentlemen. And Felix Haag, I believe, even with 10 points down, I believe he can go into the second moto with the points lead. Not sure if the I-Spec team has red plates available for the 96, but I think if my math serves me correct, Haag would be your points leader. And we actually we lost Gilsdorf. Gilsdorf went back to fourth. Lyle is fighting for second. How about this for the Crizzy Rider? He's got Cole right there, so. Oh, man, but makes a big mistake there and an even bigger one trying to get back on track. He's not going to lose a spot. Gilsdorf is right there and going to try and fight this thing down to the line. Here we go, a little bit of a boner error, really stretching that thing out. I mean, battle is on for third, and Cole has just got to hope to hang on to this thing right now. Here we go, around the outside. Who sends it down this hill a little bit harder? Gilsdorf doesn't get the scrub down the hill. Who makes it clean through here? Everyone does, but Lyle's actually going to close up on Cole and extend the gap. Checkered flag falls. Felix Hogg is your Moto 1 winner here in 250 amps. Cole, if he can make it through this section one more time, get the double, he does, is going to come home second. Lyle third, and Gilsdorf at the line slides the front end out. Fourth place, though, Will Clark fifth. Crummett, who is 10th in points, is going to slide back a couple spots. Fry, Kingsfield, Crummett will come home 8th. 9th, Dylan Gatlin. I thought Gatlin easily was around him. Bratch, who was right in the fight for podium, gets 10th. 11th to Lizarraga. 12th, Chris. 13th, Bergfist. 14th, T-Coop. And another spot lost. Your points leader coming home in 15th. Not the way you want to do it for your points leader here. Man. So very, very interested to see how things go in the second moto, because, I mean, overalls could be all over the place. They definitely were last week. And I believe they realistically were this week in pro. So comes down to start and just how you're vibing with the track. Very, very difficult track to kind of get comfortable with here. So still trying to take care of the audio issue for you guys. I am actively trying to find solutions here. Don't know what's happening. Um, yeah, this is very unfortunate. So I apologize to everybody for the silence this week. I know I'm not the most enjoyable person to listen to for 3 hours, but right now it kind of is what it is. Not looking good. That's all I can say right now. Not looking good. Oh, man. Try and See if I can get this to work. I'm just trying different things. I might end up breaking this whole system that we have. But again, better than being in dead silence like you guys just were. Putting in here, hopefully we can get in. There we go. Are we steady? Are we looking steady? I think we're looking steady. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have audio again. Only took us till 450 Moto 1, but we are going to have audio. Let me switch this in and out here. Hoping this says 450 Moto 1. It does. So here we go. Luke Scheffler, your race host, is in here. Here we go. Now I'm excited. Now I'm ready for the motos. Let's get this going. Just really hoping it doesn't screw up midway through. Now it's kind of looking like it is. Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, you're kidding. Wasn't that lovely? As soon as we got it fixed, it breaks itself again. Here we go. Revs are up, gates down. I don't have the timer on. And oh my God. I don't know who that was, but absolutely cut all the way across the track. Eli Block is going to get the whole shot and the lead, followed by Ryder Bednar, Tristan Judd, Brendan Kelly. Judd, your points leader. I cannot see his bike, so we did not receive a red plate bike from Judd. Not one that I was sent by Jay-Z, and your points leader is down with Raffiani. Scheffler goes down. Who else is in that? I mean, my goodness, everyone. Oh, wow. Everyone is still piling down that hill. That is going to cause immediate separation of this front field as Bednar takes your lead. Eli Block out the front door onto the tough block. Had nowhere to go there. Colton Adams is going to go by. Nelson, Schmidt, Bernard, Moore are going to get around. Is Ashton Moore running? Yeah, he's running the number one. I think this was something I brought up last week. We all know who the real AMS number one is. Only took him 14 years to do it. Jacob Armbruster. Huey, Judd, Jorgensen, Juski. How about this? Tylen Juski, Ben Campbell, Brian Jenkins, Frank Raffiani, Jeremy Wadowski, Montalbano, Nate Dogg, Buber, Fowler, Commodore, Burks, Moyle, Hedge, Robitel, K-Rob, Cunningham, Scheffler, Ray, Rogers, Quigley, Nitz, Tracer Nitz, he's back another week. Healed, Tristan, still on the red background number one. Tyson, get your boy. Wagner, Adam Smith. All right, Hudson Pillar. They're all here. Everybody's here. But how about this? Brendan Kelly on the Boots House Cowie is in second. Putting on here. He's got a rider right behind him. Ryder, very unfortunate last week. What happened at the end of the motos? What could have really been for him just came up short on it. Gonna try the desktop audio again. Nope. Staticky. Okay. Awesome. I don't understand why it's static as Paleologos off the track and Kelly. So both Boots House riders off and losing spots. Unfortunate. If I am the team owner, I'm ripping my hair out. I don't know what to do with my riders or myself anymore. Nelson has got Adams right behind him. Adams on that Fantic. Here we go. Schmidt right behind them. Block has fallen off the pace quite a bit. Bike built by Boots. So Eli Block on the Boots House machine. May not be running the full setup. At least we can see his gear. More than we can say for any of the other Boots House riders. So that's a win. But just ski. Not the outdoor guy. But right now he is sitting top 10 here at Hangtown. Maybe a little bit more of a supercrossy track, just given how slick this is and the ruts being almost non-existent in certain spots. It's definitely possible. And the number 3, Montalbano, is going to look to go around the outside actually pretty easily, except he goes through the mechanics area, gets a quick adjustment, I don't know on what, maybe a couple clickers, more just takes out Bernard. I mean, that was awful. That was, again, some of the takeouts we're seeing here at Hangtown are some of the worst takeouts I've ever seen in my life. This is borderline Ryan Dungey trying to take people out. Unplanned and disgusting looking. Let's get better, boys. But see, Ryder Bednar. Don't know why I keep saying Bernard. Ryder Bednar out front right now. Ryder Thompson holding down second. Brandon Kelly, Boots House right back there. So here we go. Ryder right behind him. And as far as points go here in the 450 AMs, Ryder Carnine comes in just 2 points shy of Tristan Judd. And if we look for Judd, we're not going to find him for quite some time until right now, as he is in 14th. So P14 for Tristan Judd. So Carnine looking to try and get the points lead here after Moto number 1 at Hangtown. Bednar leading this thing right now is 13 down on Judd. So another good points opportunity for him as well. And Carnine almost into the back of Kelly there as they came up to the Fly 150. See if Carnine can make the move here. I think he's got a little bit more pace than Kelly. He's just got to be smart about where to make a move if he gets an opening. The two Cowies. Oh, around the outside. Here we go. Trying to slingshot it. Can't get it done. Oh, thought he was going to push that rut. Manages to stay in it. Kelly with a beautiful scrub over the old finish line. And they are closed right up on the back of Thompson. So that actually slowed Kelly up a little bit, closing up on him as fast as it did. And that inevitably made Carnine make a mistake as well. So here we go. Kelly and Carnine. This is a good battle right here. Definitely better than some of the stuff we saw in that 250 first moto. Kind of disappointing 250, guys. Let's step it up next moto, please. Oh, Kelly down, going up, Big Mo. Man, that tough block has been there for generations and is just as deadly as it was back when this track was first ever made for MX Simulator. I mean, that tough block, I don't think that hay bale has never moved in the history of Hangtown in MX Simulator. Deadly. Absolutely deadly. But we may have lost one Boots House rider, but we got another. Here we go. Kyle Paleologos holding down here, trying to chase down Carnine. And he has got Adams right behind him. Take a look at 27th. I'm 29th. All right, we'll get a rundown after we watch Adams making the move around Paleologos. So there we go. That is for 4th. And yeah, let's give a run back. Let's see who's dead last in this thing. All right. Smith, Rogers. Wow, Rogers way back here. Spencer Hotzenpiller even. Tracer Nitz. Healed Raffiani. Hedge. Boubier. Burks. Adam on the Evolve ride. Another Evolve rider, kind of deep in the field here. Ben Campbell, Joe Wagner, another Evolve rider. A lot of Evolve bikes. And how about that? The number one of Tristan Pullen is on the ground doing exactly what we all expect Tristan Pullen to be doing while running a number one plate in 450 AMs, a class that I don't know if he's ever raced, with a team owner that is just as greasy as Jay-Z losing the championship last year. Jorgensen went down, Wagner, K-Rob. We need a Boots House W. We do. We do. Colton Ray, Moyle, Huey, Scheffler. Come on, Scheffler. Racing a clean bike. I guarantee you next moto we will not be having that. And I can't wait for in 2 weeks to get another pack from Luke Scheffler that has dirty gear and dirty helmets. I'm so excited for it, you guys. You have no idea. Gwadowski, how about this? Riding pretty well up mid-pack. Actually, yeah, mid-pack. Here's Bernard, CJ Bernard, Jack Fowler, Brian Jenkins, Ashton Moore, Brandon Quigley, Brandon Schmidt going side by side with Tylen Jeski. Here we go. Jeski on the Evolve Yamaha. He's got the inside on the Suzuki. He's going to manage, keep his spot, and he's got a freight train of riders in front of him. Down on the downhill, I think I had seen someone. Apparently I'm wrong, but Tristan Judd, wow, talk about being deep in the field. 11th place right now is just not good for the championship hopes here. You got to move forward and hope to get around Cunningham quickly because Block is right there. Again, Block high up in the points. So very detrimental. Brendan Kelly, Ethan Commodore. Kelly has been moving backwards so far here early in the moto. Nelson Adams, Paleologos, Carnine. Is that a rider down? That was Ryder Thompson down. Thompson back to 5th. He's got Nelson now behind him. Adams goes into 4th. Paleologos 3rd. Boots House into the podium spots. And as soon as I say that, we decide to hit every hay bale imaginable before the finish. Ryder Carnine is in 2nd with a massive gap to Ryder Bednar. 16.5-second lead. We're halfway through this moto. This is your reminder to subscribe to Jay-Z Media Co. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your grandmother. Your grandmother loves Jay-Z. Who doesn't love Jay-Z? Everybody loves Jay-Z. Too bad he can't be here because he is not dedicated to this stream. He's not dedicated to this channel. I want you guys to know if it weren't for me, we wouldn't be here. I'm holding down this channel right now. Follow me on Instagram, TrevDog197. Ryder Bednar, though, out front, absolutely smoking these guys right now. I mean, got the start, set sail. Really, no one can touch him. He may not have the fastest lap on track by about half a second, as Colton Adams has a 2:07.3. Not currently, but has the fastest lap ran so far in the moto. Bednar with a 1:07.8, and last lap with a 2:07. Sorry, I'm in Supercross mode still, you guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. But Bednar 2:08.8 last lap, and that was still 5 seconds faster than Ryder Carnine. And at that, it was 7 seconds faster than Colton Adams. Adams is 6 seconds behind Carnine. Commodore and Thompson holding down your top 5, but Paleologos, never say it's over for a Boots House rider because they will absolutely build you up just to tear you down again. Kyle Paleologos, let's see what he can do if he can break inside this top 5. Thank you for the subscription, DK. I think it's time for it to be Trev Dog. You know what? I think so. I think Defy Media Group, DMG might take over. Cunningham right behind Paleologos. So here we go. Paleologos makes a mistake, though. Oh, man. Just talking about how they'll pick you up, tear you down. And here comes your points leader, Tristan Judd. He is in a boots house sandwich. He's got 2 boots and nowhere to go. Except maybe around Paleologos. He's got the inside. Paleologos, wow, really went outside there. Is he going to give up the spot to your points leader? I don't think so. Let's see how hard he fights this up the inside. He's just going to get out dragged by Tristan Judd. So how about that? Your points leader is now into 7th. He's got Cunningham right in front of him. He could break into the top 5 before this moto's over. I mean, we got just under 6 minutes remaining. Cunningham is right there. And Judd last lap ran a 2:10.1, his fastest lap so far on the track. So, and Carnine actually ran a 2:07.9 last lap. So he closed up a little bit on Bednar, 14 seconds the gap to your leader for 2nd place. But story right now is Tristan Judd and how many points can he make up on Carnine. Again, once you get outside of the top 3 spots, it goes to single digits. Or I believe it's top 4 spots. It goes to single digit points. So every point is going to matter here. But if he can break into 4th even, that's a step up. That's an extra 2 points. So Judd, see what he can do here in 7th. Cunningham has checked away, but he's got Thompson right in front of him. So if these two collect each other, could be big time for Judd to try and be right there to attack. Oh, Thompson looking loose down the downhill. Passing by the pit boards. Not sure what everybody's telling their rider, but I'd just be right and go. That's all you can do. Commodore sitting down through here. Taking the C-Day tactic. Sitting. Beautiful. Thompson, Cunningham, Judd. This is the big time fight here. Big time points to be taken off the board and taken away from Ryder Carnine. And speaking of, Ryder Bednar ran a 2:10 last lap, but has this lap made a very big mistake because that gap has closed 10 seconds. Carnine is within 5 seconds. A fall off for Bednar right now would cost him the win as Carnine makes a mistake. So that's actually going to make it pretty close if there was a fall off. So Bednar just needs to get back in his flow. 3.5 minutes remaining in this moto plus 2 laps. Ryder right there. He knows what he's doing. He absolutely controlled the motos last weekend. Just made a few subtle mistakes to take himself out of contention. But again, this is a guy that seems to clearly have the podium speed week in and week out so far this year. And is very impressive here in this moto just to stay as consistent as he has. Has not been flashy, but again, the consistency is what matters here in the amateur class. The raw speed sometimes will just catch you out. And Colton Adams, 3rd place on the Fantic. So how about this? Hashtag washed up. I wouldn't say that, man. You're 3rd. You're doing more than Jay-Z probably would in AMs right now. That guy had been in here for 15 years. Jay-Z, the 45-year-old he is, father of 6, deadbeat dad, just living life day by day. Ethan Commodore has pulled from Cunningham, Thompson, and Judd. Judd's got to make a move. He is running out of time. He ran his fastest lap last lap of a 2:09.6. But again, he was looking to get around Cunningham last lap. Didn't make it happen. He's got Thompson right there. And these guys are just pulling away. Judd this last lap, a 2:11.8. Not good laps from realistically anybody. I mean, Bednar had a 2:16. And Carnine a 2:10.2. Jumping side by side with a lapper. Really unfortunate that the jumps here do not give opportunities for dualies. I mean, I know we have the Fly 150, but just no dualies. Very disappointing. Not cool, you guys. Track crew, we need you to do better. Oh, here we go, Judd. He is on the move. Beautiful scrub. That was Dooley's. We finally got him. He's going to go side by side with Thompson up the inside, closes the line off. Textbook move. Tristan Judd. Another spot, another point into sixth. So again, he has got Alex Cunningham on the Evolve Yamaha right ahead of him. So can the Suzuki rider make the moves necessary? I do not believe they are going to catch Commodore. We are under a minute +2 left. And Carnine has made a massive error because Adams is right on his rear tire. Ryder for sure went down because he lost 10 seconds to your leader. It is 15 seconds to the good of Bednar at the moment. And Adams is going to try and charge down these hills to try and get as close as he can to Carnine. Carnine, I think, actually switched up his lines. Adams, all kinds of sideways getting into that corner. Don't know how he corralled that one back together, but he managed. And then all kinds of sideways through there as well. Battle is on, though, here for second. And then Judd has finally closed in. Tristan Judd, a 2:08.1, still running his personal fastest laps here. Gained 2 seconds on Cunningham. So I guess realistically, fourth could not be out of the picture for Judd. He's just got to stay consistent and run his clean laps here. He has done everything this moto in moving forward that he needed to do. Finding a clean line right there. And Cunningham is going to lag out with 3 to go. Oh, man. Oh, that's not what you want to see if you're a hotspot user. Okay, here comes Cunningham. I think he's coming back. No? Yes. No, he's still. Tristan Judd went down. Your points leader goes down. There were 3 to go. He had this thing. He was moving forward beautifully and now loses 2 spots because Cunningham has still not lagged out of this thing. Thompson is right there. Judd's going to have to get super aggressive here in this next lap or so to try and make these spots back because Brendan Kelly is right behind him on the Boots House machine. And Kelly's looking vicious right now. Trying to reel in Judd. He's on the attack. And Cunningham has finally come back and actually behind that group. So Alex Cunningham on the Evolve ride has given up a spot. Judd is in 6th. Thompson right here for 5th. And Commodore has pretty much got 4th, as long as that does not continue to happen, has got 4th on lock. Ryder is still chasing down Adams, and Bednar continuing to lead this thing by 15 seconds. Tristan pulling in the background, just putting on a clinic in the back of the field. Adams scrubbing Ryder to the outside. Not far enough outside, though. I like Judd's line last lap going down that hill. Really missing a lot of the bumps there. And we're getting into lap traffic here. So how does that come into play? Oh, man, I thought Adams got caught up. He did not. That was just a couple lappers down on their own. So 72, that is a Boots House rider. So getting screen time, Boots House. How about that? And how about that? Colton Adams is down. He did tangle with a lapper. Bright pink helmet and all. He never saw him coming. Colton Adams has coughed over second place. And the number 72, I believe that's Jenkins, is all over the place with Ryder Carnine right now. I understand trying to run the leader's pace at this point in the moto. We got to back it down and try not to take these guys out. I mean, let them go. Let them gap you a little bit. It it can't be hard. They've already gapped you this much. Back it down. But Ryder Bednar coming to the line here. He's going to have 2 to go. And just as he's going to have 1 to go. White flag out. And just as I mentioned, Tristan Judd he actually went back to 7th briefly, but he's back into 6th. Still got Brendan Kelly ahead of him. He's fighting Cunningham again. So actually, he did slide back. He was in 5th. So Cunningham right there. Thompson has slid back heavily. MX Online West, thank you for the subscription. And there goes Kelly. So Tristan Judd, that is going to be 5th. Again, Commodore has such a big gap over him. He's not going to get those couple extra points, but any point matters at this stage of it right now. I believe Ryder would come out of this with 22, and Judd would come out of this with 17. So a 5-point swing, and the points are separated by 2. So Carnine would be 3 up in the championship if it ends like this. And Carnine still has the 72. I mean, oh my gosh. Not even breathing down his neck. I think he's like, they're getting intimate here. They are getting intimate with how close they have been this last lap. Insane. Wow, the 72 making big mistakes back there. Adams, Commodore. Commodore is actually closed up on 3rd. So fight is not on. Fight is not on. But Tristan Judd, this could be the opening. Why do you guys watch this stream? Why do you let me talk? What are we doing? What's happening? I don't, Jesus Christ. I don't get it. I genuinely don't. I try to hype these guys up and they shoot themselves in the foot. Just, do you got the stream open? Checkered flag falls, by the way. Ryder Bednar takes 450 Moto 1 in dominant fashion, 16.5 seconds up on Ryder Carnine. And for Carnine, 3-point gap is going to look a lot bigger now. Checkered flag, Carnine, 2nd place. Adams easily looking at 3rd now as Commodore. Wow, fell off big time. Because here's Thompson, Cunningham, Kelly, and I think Judd went by. Judd did go by. So I believe 4 points. Unless Judd gets close enough to where this could come down to cuts on Thompson. Here we go. He's going to throw a scrub over the old finish line. Let's see how tight he holds this inside. Oh, way too tight. Judd goes down. Kelly, is he close enough? And Cunningham. They're both gonna. Oh, Judd squeaks 7th. He does. So trying to do the math real quick, if he got 5th, it was going to be 3. So 5 points. Ryder Carnine is up 5 points on Tristan Judd going into Moto 2. 2 riders. Ryder going 1-2 in Moto 1. Man, I keep trying with the audio. It's just not working. I really wish I knew why, but it just happens that way, it seems. Yeah, not good. Not good at all. Yeah, that's the weirdest thing. I wish I could do more for you guys as far as that goes. I genuinely think it comes down to the fact that I did not turn off my PC the last 2 days, and now things just want to fail on me. So we got 2 motos left, so hopefully it won't be too bad through the next 2. Stuck with me for another hour. All there is to it. But I appreciate everyone that has tuned in for being here tonight. And this has been pretty decent racing for the most part up to this point. Maybe not the best, but you know, we don't offer the best here. All I ever offer is mediocrity. And that may attribute to a lot of things in my life at this point. That's why I'm here. Moto 2 gonna go crazy. Moto 2 better go crazy. I need 250 Moto 2 to go crazy at least. 450 Moto 2 I think will no problem be great, but I need 250s to absolutely bring the energy right now. I can't carry it on my shoulders. My back hurts. I'm already carrying this whole channel on my shoulders right now. Where's Jay-Z at? Down on a boat? Loser. All right, so 250s I have an issue loading bikes in for. That's interesting. Really hoping they hold the gate for me. Don't think they will. Chef, please. Please, chef. Oh, come on. Come on. I think we're good. I think we're in there. All right, I tried the audio one more time. Didn't work. This isn't the Motos, is it? Is this the Moto? Did I screw with the timer again? No. Scheffler waited for me. Scheffler, I love you. You get all the shout outs, all the praises. You're an amazing race host. Nobody better than you. What a guy. Luke Scheffler. Well, here we go. We'll go with Will Clark for the start. Does he get the whole shot? Maybe not. Is there a chance? Good chance. Here we go. No chance. No chance. It's going to come from the inside. Tristan Coop. T-Coop with the racefactory.com whole shot. How about that? Liv Moss. Now we're riding for Taco Bell. Unbelievable. Emil Bergqvist is right behind him. But Tristan Coop, he's leading this thing on lap 1. Let's not throw it away now, T-Coop. Oh my God. Oh my God. Here we go. Bergqvist, Hogg, Cole, Valentine, your points leader, is up in the front of the field this time around. This is going to be big right now for your points leader, as that first moto did not go the way he needed. Believe 15th was what Valentine ended up. Over the bars, big time is Bergqvist. My goodness. Big get off there. Chris, not as far up as he'd like to be. Drew Edwards, he's doing better here. Always a good starter in the motos, and he just took out Chris. Unfortunate. Nobin, William. Oh, no, where'd he go? No! No! I'm ending the stream. I gotta end it. That's Cole on the Twizy machine is out front with your Moto 1 winner chasing him down. Felix Hogg looking for a 1-1 here on the day. But right behind him is your points leader coming into the day, Tyler Valentine, trying to make up crucial points here. I mean, oh, Cole goes down. Big off for him. And that's going to allow Edwards around, Nobin. And here comes William. Oh, wow. Would you look at that? They're all number 25. Tyson, I told you if you can't get your guys' skins, I'm just going to uninstall them. So next week we will be running answer on KTMs because I can't do this. I refuse to do this. Just because it's you. If it was any other team owner, couldn't care less. God, at least we have one Twizy rider. Not number 25, number 12. Drew Edwards. Drew Edwards. Wes, Chris, Becerra, Snellgrove, Gatlin, Fry, Jordy, Lizarraga, Williams, Barr, Jones, Timur, Stretchy, Freddie Grove, Lyle. Wow, Lyle way back here compared to the first moto. Not good for him. The Crizzy rider, Will Clark, Josh Crummett, Gilsdorf, and T-Coop. Fucking put down the beefy 5-layer burrito and let's move back up, man. Oh my god. Oh my god, he folded him like a fucking quesadilla. Unbelievable. T-Coop. I guess he is on the charge, but what are we doing? That was an awful. I hyped you up, and for what, man? Oh, getting loose. Crummett, Clark. Oh, big crash there. I think that was Barr and Stretchy. So, T-Coop, 19th. He's inside top 20. He's making points right now. He's got Becerra, Clark, and Crummett all right there. And he is looking to make the move around Becerra. Becerra's going to charge around the outside around Clark. Oh, man, he let off. Had he held that thing on, I think he would have caught in the spot, and he's actually going to lose it to Coop. Coop runs it wide and allows Becerra back by. I don't think T-Coop is one of the cleanest riders here on track, so it could get greasy. It didn't have to because Jordy takes Becerra with him, and now Will Clark cutting off the front wheel of T-Coop. Oh, jumping to the outside. Beautiful. He's got the inside here. Oh, they're going side by side. He's actually going to run the wide line. Oh, man, maybe a little too wide there. Felt unnecessary. I mean, really, Timur, he slid out, drops back a few spots. Again, Tristan Coop is not here to make friends. He may be the J-Law of AMS. A lot of potential just going out the door. Definitely not Jack Mark. I still don't know if I believe it. Snellgrove. Hashtag read the shroud. I'm all right. After FNR made an appearance last week, Snellgrove into T-Coop. Coop keeps it on 2. Man, he got lucky there. He's got Timur right behind him on the Velocity Husky. And he is sliding around. Let's get rid of the paddle, you guys. It's Hangtown. Thing don't work. No words. Oh, we got a good battle here. Bergvist is for 4th right now. Bergvist and Edwards. Good little battle there. Briefly. Cole, Fry, Chris, Wes, Gatlin, Crummett, Nobin, Timur, Stretchy, Lizarraga. Wow. How he stayed up, I don't know. Oh, man. Kingsfield I don't know who else that was. Kingsfield and Williams together. Man, that was a brutal takeout from the two riders. Not pretty one bit. So Bratch, Grove, Snellgrove, Becerra, and that looked like Timur off the track. Man, so none of these guys wanted to keep their spots in the 250s. Oh, Timur. Wow. Riding the crown molding right there. Here we go. If he's going to close this spot off, no, he doesn't. He actually takes three other guys with him. Personally, I'm not a fan of taking three guys, but that's just me. Timur, if you feel like it, go for it. No judgment. Lizarraga, Becerra, Jordy, Gatlin, Nobin, Smiley, Clark. Oh, Clark leaving the door open for Smiley. Smiley up the inside. Who's going to get the run? A little bit of a scrub. Again, I'm a fan of Smiley's setup. Looking like greedy. See if he can make a charge down the hill. He's going to slot back in behind Clark. Makes a big mistake and gets clipped by Nobin. Nobin takes both of them out. Allows Gatlin, Lizarraga, and Grove. Freddie Grove gets around him as well. Here comes Drew on the Twizy Yamaha. Reggie. Just Reggie. On the number 22. Oh, Smiley. Oh, that was maybe one of the worst attempts I've seen at getting on the track with aggression ever. And Will Clark is right on the back of Wesa Temecula. So they got Stretchy ahead of them. Crummett, Fry, Chris, Cole, Drew Edwards, Bergvist, Tyler Valentine, William, and Hogg. Hogg is out to an 11.5-second lead with 11 minutes on the clock, just over 11 minutes left on the clock. So, Valentine, he's fighting Bergvist here. He's got the inside line. Does he make it work? No, he slips a little bit. So Valentine now got to go back to work. Was side by side with him, makes a couple bobbles. It's going to cost him. He tries going for that double out, did not get it. And that's allowing Edwards to get right back up onto the back of him. Name is not Drew. Dre Edwards. Maybe if we ran our names, that would really help. I'm going to keep calling him Drew now. You know what? Fuck it. Drew Edwards. Just run your name next week, and it won't be an issue. I'll keep calling everyone by their wrong names as long as they don't run them. But Bergvist here, holding off Valentine. Edwards, right there behind your points leader. So big point swing day here for Valentine. Doing a lot better here in Moto number 1. Again, what could have been with a good start and just a good couple first laps, it really sets you back on this track. Oh, a little bit of a bobble there after getting the triple. And he's starting to lose ground here to Bergvist, sorry. And Bergvist actually went down. Bergvist is down right before the double here on the side of the hill. That's going to allow Cole to go by. And Valentine went down. I don't know if Edwards got into him, but put him down. And Cole trying to find another line on the track, or at least make one. Bergvist, Chris, Valentine, Fry, Stretchy, Crummett, Lizarraga, Wes, Drew, Nobin, Bratch, Reggie, Grove, Clark, DT, Jordy, Becerra. Becerra tried going down the inside there, just could not make that work. Clap. DK is probably happy he's not in the motos. He'd have to worry about getting the clap. Smiley. Slides out there, allows Nick Barr to get around him on the Frameworks machine. And Snellgrove. Read the shroud because this is Team FNR. Yeah, I'll read the shroud in the demos. Kingsfield, Timur, T-Coop is battling with Matthews. First sign of a Nexus rider in the 250s here. And the bike is dirty as ever. Imagine that. Hudman, Hubbard, Gilsdorf, Jones, Henricks, Cook, and the rest have discontinued. Only 2 riders DC'd so far, so. Edwards goes down. Drew is down. Very unfortunate for Drew. Everybody's favorite Drew. Oh, Chris, big mistake. Wow, managed to keep that one on 2 wheels going through the hay bale there. That's going to allow Edwards to go back through. Fry and Cole battling it out. Cole goes through a hay bale himself, manages to keep that bike level, and then loses the rear end. High sides. Down goes Cole. That's going to allow Valentine back through. Crummett, Stretchy. And unfortunate for Cole, and Lizarraga is right there behind him. Ryder Bednard, thank you for subscribing. I'm sorry I pronounced your name wrong. Good quarter of the first moto. Yeah, that's on me. Oh, and was that Stretchy? Stretchy down. Crummett's able to get around. Are they teammates? They are teammates, and for some reason, Stretchy has white backgrounds. So maybe a last-minute decision to race 250s? Probably. I need more dedication out of the graphic designers, you guys. Come on. A little bit more. 10%. All I'm asking. But Valentine right now is sitting 8th. So I honestly thought he was higher up. He definitely was. But Hangtown is just not looking to be the 79's track here. Or I suppose the 719? Yeah, 719. 79 in your program, though. He's right behind Crummett. Man, these guys are not sticking on that outside. Maybe we do need the scoop. Need something to stay up. Lord knows I have a hard time staying up. Anyways, Brody Fry, Edwards, William again, Bergvist, and Hogg just. Hogg is dogging. Hogg and Dawes. 23.5 seconds in the lead. We're way past the midway point in this moto. Again, reminder, if you haven't, subscribe. If your grandma hasn't subscribed yet, pull the plug on that bitch. Just tell her to subscribe. It's as easy as that. Hey, Grandma, you ever heard of Jay-Z Media Co? How have you not? The hottest thing since sliced bread. We're here every week, giving you pros, ams, everything. We are the future of MX Sim content. And you cannot quote me on that. Please, for the love of God, do not. And William looks to have made the move around Bergfist there for second. Fry going to run a wide line, and Edwards inside to outside. Going to get the spot. Crummett. And there's Valentine again, your points leader, 7th now. Battle's kind of all over the place right now. Got West, Gatlin, Cole. 3 of these guys fighting it out, and it looks like Cole's going to kind of slip away a little bit. Got Gatlin and West fighting this, and West, he's going to get the move on the inside. I thought he was going to have to try and make some work around this outside here. Didn't have to. Got the line. And Wes makes another spot to move himself into 12th. Gatlin 13th. 14th is Nobin and Will Clark. Boots House. Oh, Clark! Man, back end stepped out and then just tucks the front end. Allows Reggie to go by, Bratch to go by. And then now we have a battle between Grove and DT. So Drew, he's gone back as well quite a bit. Jordy, Becerra, Bar, Clap, and T-Coop. T-Coop, we need you to get the clap. Let's go. Tried giving T-Coop a Baja Blast before the Moto started, give him a little bit more inspiration. Were we off the throttle on the downhill? Jesus. Yeah. Yeah. Carlos can keep you. Jordy, Kingsfield, Hudman, Smiley. Wow. Really falling off here is Connor Smiley. That is incredible. Same with Timur. Timur with the scrub. Textbook. Oh, wow. All right. Let's go back out front. Some of the battles here. We got William and Bergvist still going at it. This is for second here. Not sure where William sits as far as overalls go, but Bergvist, I think, going to sit pretty well here. Brody Fry, Stretchy, Crummett, Vizaraga, and there is Valentine, your points leader. He's got Chris behind him, Cole, Nobin, Gatlin. Again, kind of looking for these really close battles. We got Reggie and Edwards going at it here. Edwards on the 240. See anybody run? No, no one really ran their best last lap except for Reggie with a 213. Hog has the fastest lap on track with a 207. Gatlin down. Unfortunate for the Suzuki rider and Will Clark. Talk about a guy that can go down a million times and just keep getting up swinging. Incredible. A modern day Rocky Balboa. Just maybe a few less wins. Clark, he's looking to make the move around Wes. Oh, Wes got a little defensive there. I don't know if Wes crossed up or if Clark crossed up a little bit, but Wes going further on that double. Still, they're not getting all the way over it, but definitely sent it in a little bit harder. And here comes Bratch. Nathan Bratch looking to make the move around Clark if he doesn't endo there. My goodness. Oh, and that was Reggie down. Oh, man. DK, love the text. Love the text. Yeah. Brody Fry's stretching Crummett. Definitely not what I said. And Clark goes down, tags Wes. And Wes is going to manage to not go down, but absolutely shaft himself going up the fly 150. I don't know how many timing gates he's going to miss there on that, but it's not going to be pretty. And they get. Oh no, Wes was in Viz. Clark just runs his doors in, says, "Thank you. I'm sorry. Take a nap. Go home. Go bed." And it is just checked out front right now for Felix Hogg. Let's go on board with the iSpec rider here. Also, I'm realizing that nobody has pointed out that my screen has not been. Man, this is awful. This is an awful stream, you guys. I don't know why anyone's here because This is terrible. Tell me the stream has not fit at any point, and it still doesn't. Holy. I mean, my God. Now I'm just trying to get this to work. Holy shit. Can't believe nobody said anything. We got 3 laps left in this. And I'm realizing that this changed after trying to fix the audio. Wow. Incredible. But anyways, Felix Hogg out front. I looked over for a split second, literally just to see how the first person looked on stream. Had no idea how off everything was this entire moto. Oh, Hogg with a 20-second lead. I can't say he's going to throw it away because that would just be a blatant lie to everybody here. Bergqvist, though, chasing down William. See what he can do here. Gap between them is really tight within a second. Bergqvist around the outside. He's going to scrub the triple. Here we go. It's getting really close. It's within a second. It's within 3/10. Up the inside again. Closes off the line. Brake checks him multiple times. Bergqvist gets the spot. Let's see if he can hold it on the downhill because this is the most detrimental part of the track here. He's going to maintain it. Absolutely giving William the finger. I mean, that was that Deegan Kobush level? Quick look back, hand up. I think that's as close as you can get in Sim. Fry, Stretchy, Crummett, Lizarraga, Chris, and Valentine. Wow, Valentine slipping back to 9th. And chancing falling out of the top 10 even if he's not careful because Cole and Reggie are right there. Edwards is slipped back. Nobin, Gatlin, Clark, Wes, Drew, Bracera, Bratch, Jordy. What has happened to... There's T-Coop. I passed him. I for sure passed him. Looking for Will Clark. I don't feel like I said Clark. Oh, he was right in front of Wes. I'm losing it. Last lap. White flag is out. Felix Hogg has, again, just run off with this thing. The gap is only 7 seconds, though. Ran a 2:26 last lap to Bergqvist's 2:11. So, still up in the air. Not over till it's over. I tell you what, the I-Spec rider is trying to hold on downhill. No real battles, though. Except for back here, Valentine trying to put a fight back on. He's in 8th. He's going for 7th, but he's got 9th and 10th right there. He could put himself really out of contention for this championship, depending how this battle goes. Lizarraga up the inside. Not going to run it wide. Actually runs it very clean on Valentine. So not something you're used to, but Valentine runs into the back of Lizarraga. Edwards goes by. Chris goes by, so that puts Valentine outside of the top 10. 2 motos in a row after going 2-2 last weekend. Oh man, he almost landed on Chris as well. And the gap to the lead has gone down to 3 seconds. It is under 3 seconds. It is above 3 seconds. Ever changing. Felix Hogg. He's only got a few corners left. Oh, gets a little buck wild there. Here we go. He wheelies wheelies down the hill. I don't think you got it that much in the bag. I've seen guys throw it away on the last two doubles before the finish. I mean, a 1-1 on the day here. And he's got to be checking up. There's no way. Final corner, he pulls over. Felix Hogg pulls over. Emil Bergqvist is going to get moto number 2. Felix Hogg lets that one go. William getting third. What the hell did I just watch? Brody Fry fourth. Fifth is going to be Lucas Strensky. Tried saying it right. Probably butchered it. Josh Crummett coming home in sixth. Cole looking like seventh with Lizarraga, though. Oh, Lizarraga putting on a charge here. Here we go. What do we do? Oh, I don't think he got that corner clean enough. He's going to have to do something pretty spectacular right here. He did. Didn't get the spot, though. Cole, seventh. And Reggie. I think Reggie's getting that on cuts. Reggie does get that on cuts. AMA looked at that one real quick, said, nope. Chris R. 11th, 12th for Nobin, 13th for Gatlin. Wes, Sarah. I passed, right? I passed? Yeah, Valentine, 8th. Jesus. Gatlin, West, Clark, Becerra, Bratch, Jordy, Edwards, Drew, and the final points paying position is going to go to DT, Nick Barr, Freddie Grove, Jacob Kingsfield, Connor Smiley, Stoney Hudman, Riley Clapp, Kobe Gilsdorf, Timor, Derek Jones, John Matthews, Nate Snellgrove, Mason Hubbard. Tristan, if you're watching the stream, we're going to have a team meeting tonight. Yeah. Test track's going to be looking a little bit different for you next week, T-Coop. There will not be donuts present. That's for damn sure. No Taco Bell for you. We're done with the Doritos Locos Taco. And might get you a salad sponsorship. Just any farmer. Because that was a greasy performance. To get me as hyped as that, to then fail as hard as you did, I mean, incredible performance. You made me live the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. Now I know how DK's dad feels. DK, I love you. $450. Moto number 2. Somehow you guys have managed to stick with me this far into the stream. 2 hours with no bike sounds. Incredible, to say the least. I thank every one of you for sticking through this horrid experience with me. The new Mitch Payton with T-Coop. Yep. Yeah, I'm pulling my hair out. That's for sure. I don't think I've ever been so excited and then just seen an absolute masterclass of a collapse. I mean, I've seen Jay-Z's performances, but that may have been top notch. That was beyond wild to me. Yeah, we need Jay-Z to drop back down into AMs for his 20th season, because I don't know what these guys are doing. We didn't have Gas show up this weekend. Where's DK? No idea. Never seen that guy. We got some 282 guy that went and had a kid. Log Dog. Where's he at? I'm the only one out here representing for Liv Moss. And right now, I'm not living Moss. I'd rather fucking die, dude. That was horrible. That's how bad T Coop's ride was. I don't want to see anything ever again.
Oh my God.
I'm trying, man. I can't do anything with the loading. It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Wait, thanks for streaming, by the way. Everyone, make sure you sub and donate.
Yeah, they can't hear you because my desktop audio is off.
That's right.
Luke Scheffler popping in. Tell me to hurry the hell up. I don't know what we wanted there, Scheffler. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Really wish my audio worked. That was great. That was great. Oh, man. Man, oh man. Well, 450 Moto 2 is on the gate. Let's take a look at Ryder Bednar on the start. He's got that far inside. Is he going to get the whole shot? Revs are up. Gate is down. Here we go. Oh, not a good start at all. A bunch of riders down. Who does get the start, though? Colton Adams out front with Brendan Kelly on the Boots House ride. How about that? Boots House, another good start. Those Cowies can get starts. We need to give Jorge Prado that thing because, my goodness. Ashton Moore out here with the red plates this time. I don't know why. Again, I'm just going to start uninstalling some of your guys' skins. Absolutely disrespecting the stream. Wow. Wow, Moore is all over the place. Adams gets the lead back somehow. And Tristan Judd is saying, hey, my first moto may have not been great, but I'm going to try and put on a clinic here. Here we go. Jet Lawrence. Oh, he doesn't go for another double. But he's going to slot himself into second here early in moto number 2. So Adams and Judd going to go at it here for the lead. Moore, Juski, they're right there as well. 20 minutes plus 2 laps of 450 action here. Judd, he wants to close the points. Again, gap is 5 coming into this moto. And let's take a look. There's Block, Raffiani, Robitaille, Campbell, Schmidt, Jenkins, Hotzenpiller, Burks, Adam, Wodowski, Jorgensen, Scheffler, Thompson. Oh, he had a Boots House rider down. Kelly, Bednar, and there is Carnine. Carnine is 21st. He has 1 point. I think he just got 20th. So 2 points to Carnine, unless 20th and 21st also get 1 point. But Carnine looking to have a moto that Judd had, and he's down right before the mechanics area. Tracer Nitz, shout out Tracer Nitz. Ryder Bednar, who did not get a good start, he's mid-pack as well. Paleologos, Moyle, Fowler, Scheffler, Cunningham. Cunningham had a good moto last moto and is not doing too hot here. Thompson, Carnine, Nelson, Montalbano, Ray, Smith, Commodore, Bouvier, Wagner, Hotzenpiller, Pullen, Hedge, Shaft, and Lane Burks, your last place rider on Boots House. Tristan Judd, though, has made his way into the lead around Ashton Moore, the number 36, running the number 1. Really wish he was just running number 36. Ashton Moore. Oh, puts Judd on the ground. Man, I don't know what Moore's doing. Definitely not the points leader. And roughing up the rider who came in here with the red plate. So Judd trying to assert his dominance, but not before Colton Adams gets back into the front spot. Again, I don't believe Adams can say he's washed up after this. Might have to modify the name after tonight. But Judd has Moore right behind him, and you know now Moore is not going to ride very clean when it comes to Judd. Inside. Oh, it doesn't send that hill as far. Yeah, we are showing top 30. Love the top 30. Gotta give love to everybody, you know? Everybody made it here. Everybody deserves a little bit of love. Also, it doesn't help when the guys that ran up front last moto are, in those 25th positions. So, Jeski, Bernard up the inside. Not going to get the drive, though. Trying to get on that rear tire. Get the power down. Absolutely scrubs the table and is going to make the move stick around Jeski. How about that? CJ Bernard on the Temecula Honda gets the move and is going to put himself into fourth. Jeski getting really good starts here today, and I think if he can get his suspension set up a little bit better, get a little bit more consistent with the ruts and everything, he can run this top 5 speed at all times. As Judd went from in the front to now in 5th. Cannot do what he did last moto. He has got to start these opening laps strong. He cannot make mistakes like this because Car9 will be running laps. And Car9 is already up into 14th when he was in 20th just a lap ago. So 6 spots made. You got Moore behind you now if you're Judd. And again, you got to make sure you're careful with Moore because he ran you in last lap. He probably won't be afraid to do it again. Yeah, slideways, that's what I'm saying. I think he gets his suspension a little bit more dialed, kind of gets in tune with outdoors. He'll feel better. It's a process. He definitely was really good in Supercross. I'm really good in Supercross too. It's easier to be easier to be better in Supercross, but just takes a while when you focus on Supercross for so long. But here we go. Derek, the P30, just gotta take it sometimes, you know? It's not 40th. Gotta think on the bright side. Could have been worse. Odds are, if you were on a Boots House machine, it probably would have gone worse. Unless you're Eli Block. But bike is built by Boots House. Not running the Fox gear, so. Yeah, Jeski is P3. Jeski went from P5 to P3. He's got Block behind him. Block, who led a lot of Paula last week in Moto 2, threw it away with a couple laps to go to Tristan Judd. And Judd down the inside, they're going to try and split Jeski. Not going to be able to get it. They kind of start playing follow the leader down that hill. Here's where the separation comes. Block around the outside on Jeski, gets the drive, gets the move, and now Judd's going to go for it around the outside as well. Judd, as long as the line doesn't get blocked off, and it does. So here we go. Oh, but he got the double. Absolutely executes that perfect. And here comes Moore down the inside of Jeski. Jeski runs it in a little bit harder. Missed the rut, though, because of it. Down goes Block. Judd's going to go by. Moore looks like he got around Jeski. Throws it in his face a little bit, even. I mean, these two are moving forward and backwards together, it seems like, here so far this moto. But Colton Adams is up to a 5.5 second lead with CJ Bernard behind him. Judd, Moore, Jeski, K-Rob. He's not out of this fight either. Ben Campbell, Kyle Paleologos, Eli Block. So you got 2 Boots House Cowies right here. Ryder Bednar, Frank Raffiani, Brian Jenkins. Jenkins looking good so far early in the moto. Car9. Ryder Car9 is in 13th. He's only made up 1 spot. And now 2 spots. He's got 2 Boots House riders behind him. Kelly, oh my goodness, out the front door. Hold on to that thing. He tried. It didn't work. Brother had a 2x4 in the rear shock there for a moment. I think he ran into a hay bale. But man, those Boots House Cowies, something about them. We gotta talk to our suspension tech next week. Bootsy, if you're watching, get on it. But Bednar looking to get around Paleologos here. If he can get the line, that rut hasn't fully developed yet, so it's not the dominant line, and he's gonna make the outside work. How about that, Bednar? What a move. He's got Campbell just ahead of him. So the 33 Temecula Honda machine charging towards the front. Moore has gone a little bit backwards as Jeski and K-Rob have gone around him. So Judd got a gap to Moore now. That might teach Moore to show up with red plates for Moto number 2. Judd, oh no. Oh man, he downsided that double perfect, but that just throws you into that downhill with way too much speed. K-Rob goes by, Jeski goes by, Moore goes by, and now Judd is behind Moore. So this could get spicy. Depending how Judd wants to play this on Moore, I'm curious to see what happens here. Any mind games, maybe? Is he in the danger zone? That is the question. Jeski riding really well here at Hangtown. Again, you got to work on the setup a little bit, but it seems to be working here. Curious how Thunder Valley will be next week. We know that track can always be a shit show. Worst track on the circuit. One of the worst. We go back-to-back weekends of some of the worst tracks ever. And Moore is going to go down the inside to get the move on Jeski. Judd's going to go around the outside to try and get both of them. Jeski fights back, makes a big bobble, goes into the mechanics area, into his pit board. He just needed a closer look to read it, forgot his glasses, and Bednar even is going to make the move. So Bednar was out of this picture completely, has moved himself in this lap. What did he run at 207? All these guys were in, I mean, the 15s, 16s, and 13s. So Bednar on a whole different level here. But out front, Colton Adams still holding down here. Riding absolutely consistent. 208.6 last lap. Fastest lap of a 207.7. Bernard 210, fastest a 209. K-Rob 208.8, fastest a 208.5. K-Rob running some good laps here. And Moore actually has your fastest lap on track. Didn't run it last lap, but he's got 206.6. So here we go. Jeski back through the section where he made a bobble a lap ago. Let these guys go by him. And he is much closer to Moore. That was Bernard. Bernard goes down, and here goes Bednar around the outside to the inside. Bednar gets his teammate, and then Bernard makes a bigger mistake. Jeski gets around. And Judd is still all over the back of Moore, and Moore makes a little bit of a bobble there as well. So here comes Judd down the inside. Man, surprised these guys aren't really holding it on over that roller, except for maybe Ryder Bednar. He got really close to Judd there coming out. So here we go, Ryder Bednar. Going to try and size something up on Judd. He's closing in a lot and having to get on the brakes just to not tag him. So he's got to be really aware of his position, maybe start switching up his lines, try not to follow, and does it absolutely beautifully and gets the move around Judd, who made a mistake. So now Bednar sets his sights on Moore. Moore on the number 1 machine, just ahead of him. Let's see how this shapes up. Any fast laps last lap? Tristan Judd actually ran his fastest, even though he got passed with a 208.9. So I think Judd was kind of doing the same thing last moto, where he was running his fast laps every lap, but not near some of the fastest guys on the track. So, oh, running it really close to the hay bale there as well. on the edge, Tristan Judd. And we got Eli Block, and here is Ryder Car9. He has broken into the top 10. He is in 8th. And now going for 7th over Eli Block, who goes way deep on that triple. I don't think I've ever seen someone get that much lift. Granted, he came from off track. So Car9 looking to lose 2 points to Judd in that 5-point gap. So the points deficit would be 3 for Judd as Car9 goes down. And now I believe it'll be 1 point. So if Ryder finishes 9th and Judd finishes 5th, it'll be 1 point difference. So Ryder cannot risk losing any more spots. And Judd, I mean, you just got to focus on moving up and making up as much as you can to retain that points lead. Going into Thunder Valley, and he slides out. Here comes Jaski. Just gets going ahead of him. Tristan Judd. Man, you just got to ride a smart race, and Car9 is up to 8th, so 2 points the difference as they run. And again, we're well past halfway in the Moto. Another reminder, subscribe, JZ Media Co. Your mom's favorite announcers, myself, Luke Scheffler, the occasional Jacob Arnbrister himself, when he decides to show up and touch grass. Or not touch grass, sorry. He's actually out touching grass. 1, 2 are gone. 1 is gone. 2 is not. K-Rob is right here battling with Moore and Bednar. And still looking back, 5th and 8th is your top 2 in points. Here we go, down the hill, K-Rob. What has he got for Moore? See how defensive Moore gets here. Oh, big mistakes there, but he keeps it in. Keeps the throttle down. Here we go. Bednar up the inside. Got the line closed off. Kind of going back into that single file. Bednar slides just a tad, loses traction. Moore right back on the back of K-Rob. Down the inside. Not seeing a lot of riders take that line. Man, it draws even, so he did not lose a lot of time. 2 K-Rob there. And here comes Bednar right back. Good fight here with just under 3 minutes plus 2 laps remaining in your 450 Moto 2. Adams not too far up the track. 1 crash, and it could be all for naught for Adams. K-Rob pulling a bit of a gap now as Bednar gets the door shut on him. And K-Rob makes a big mistake and allows both riders to go by. So now Bednar, this is his chance to try and get second. As a big mistake by Moore had to jump back on track. Luke Scheffler is dead last, mind you, in this race. Did we stop the code? What are we doing? Scheffler, come on now. And Car9 is in 6th. He is 12 seconds down on Tristan Judd, but that'll bring the points down to Judd will be 4 down on Car9. But here we go. Right now, what matters is this battle between Moore and Bednar. See what these two can do. Oh, Moore. Wow. Oh, Adams! Adams was down. He had an 8-second gap, and he used more than enough of it. And he's going to actually fall back to 3rd. I thought he was going to hang on to 2nd. And Judd is going to move into 4th. That's 2 points to the better of him. So now the points gap is 2. Judd will be 2 down. And these boys are not too far in front of him. Adams has got to get back going. Bednar, now he knows he's got a chance at the win here. We got a minute left on the clock. We're going to have 3 to go. This could get really interesting here. 450 Moto 2. Moore goes down. Bednar into the lead. And here comes Adams. He's going to want that thing back. You do not lead the entire Moto until a minute plus 2 to go and let that go easy. Here we go. Bednar, though, is extending the gap just a little bit. See what this lap was this time around. 2:07.3. Obviously a 2:18 from Adams. Gap is almost 2 seconds, though. Bednar is just controlling this track, and Adams is all over the place. This could be a lost cause for Colton Adams. Moore, third. K-Rob back into fourth. Judd, fifth. Car9, sixth. I don't see Car9 getting up to Judd. Anything's possible. Every time I say something, it seems like I get proven wrong. Block just behind that group in seventh with Cunningham. Going after him. Kelly, another Boots House Cowie. So we got Boots House, 2 Boots House bikes inside top 10. How about that? And Tylen Jaski, he himself top 10. The only, the second Evolve rider. No, not to discredit Cunningham, but Jaski doing himself justice here. Not a good weekend last weekend by any means. He did not do well. I think I would have put him higher than he was. Granted, I didn't know his situation, but still, I just know he's got good racecraft, and Block made a big mistake. So let's hope that Boots House machine can stay inside the top 10 here, as he's got Bernard right behind him. But just expected more, I'd say, out of Jaski. Oh, Car9, bit of a slide there with the front wheel. Judd trying not to lose touch completely to K-Rob, but is losing the gap here. Losing the toe. K-Rob went down. It didn't matter. 2 points, once again, is the difference. And Car9, I guess it's not entirely out of the picture now that he can get to K-Rob. Interested to see what happens there. But Bednar, 2 to go. Time has obviously expired. We got 2 laps left. And Ryder Bednar has pulled this gap out to 5.5 seconds. So far, been a textbook ride for him. Moving up through the field. Adams, Moore, Judd, K-Rob, and there is Car9. Car9 is right on the heels of K-Rob on that Yogi Kawasaki. Let's see what Ryder can do on his Kawasaki. Can he make a charge? They got a lap and 3/4 to figure this out. Yeah, nothing really going on, I think, inside this top 10. Again, Ryder just trying to inch closer here to K-Rob. 2 seconds the difference. Oh, and there it goes. Loses the front end over that rut, and here comes Cunningham. This is big as far as points. Car9's got to maintain. Try and manage his composure here. Cunningham jumps over the rut. Actually, a really clean line. Maybe not the fastest, but Ryder has the speed on someone like Cunningham. He's proved it in the last couple motos to start the year off here. And K-Rob has made a big bobble. White flag is out for... Oh, we got a battle. What has happened? Ryder Bednar has dumped the bike over, and Colton Adams has taken the lead with the white flag out. Moore is second, Bednar third. They're all there within a second, and Judd is not too far out of it. If any one of these riders go down, Judd can make his way onto the podium here in Moto number 2. Adams down the inside. Not a very popular line. Moore makes a big mistake on the downhill. Somehow didn't go down. Here comes Bednar up the inside. They're going to go side by side over the triple. Bednar not going to get the drive compared to Moore. He's going to go around the outside, though. Moore using a line we haven't seen a lot of riders use so far. Cuts the line off on Bednar. Moore side by side with Adams. Lappers down everywhere. Here we go to the uphill rollers. Bednar, does he get the run? Moore's going to try and cut the line off. Almost over the bars is Bednar. Man, just as I thought there wasn't going to really be a battle here on this last lap, it is on for the top 3 spots. Moore, another mistake. Tries to close off Bednar again, gets it done. Bednar back down the inside again. Here we go. 3/4 of the track left, and Bednar threw it in on the inside of Moore. Didn't get the run on him. Goes down. Adams, Moore, who wants it? Moore goes a little wide. Sends it further down the hill. Oh, man, Moore threw it down the hill. He's going to throw it down the inside. Takes himself out. He stayed up. I don't know how. Colton Adams. Couple more rollers. Colton Adams wins Moto number 2. Ashton Moore comes home second. Ryder Bednar third. Tristan Judd. What will the gap be in the points? It looks like 2. 2 points. Believe he came in 2 points up and will leave 2 points out of it. K-Rob, checkered flag, takes 5th. Ryder Carnine coming home in 6th. Not how you want the second moto to go. Could have been worse, but without a doubt could have been better. Alex Cunningham, 7th. 8th will be CJ Bernard. 9th, Eli Block. Again, ran it up there for a while. Slid back. And here comes Brendan Kelly. He wants inside the top 10. Does he get it off cuts? He does. Brendan Kelly will actually be 10th. 2 Boots House Kawasaki's inside your top 10. 12th will be Quigley. 13th, Nelson. 14th, Raffiani. 15th, Tylen Jaski. Good on Jaski. Making it into the top 15. Believe he could have been top 10. But it's motocross. Anything happens. Anything can and will happen. Smitty, 16th. 17th, Campbell. 18th, Moyle. 19th for Paleo Logos. Commodore 20th. 21st for Pullen. 22nd for Jorgensen. 23rd, Schmidt. 24th will be your next Boots House rider. Lane Burks. Burks comes home 24th. 25th, Jeremy Wadzowski. Oh, hang on to it. And 26th will be Shaft. Tracer Nitz, 27th, 28th, Adam, Colton Ray, and the rest. Well, how about that, Daycare? I jinxed him, but he came back. Man, these 450 motos, last lap of these 450 motos has been absolutely something else. But Scheffler, I'm assuming, is working on everything right now. I do not believe we will have the points updated by the time the stream is, by the time I'm ready to end the stream. Don't see everything getting input that fast. Not saying, things come in slow with RF, but definitely not saying they come in the fastest. But some good racing. 250s, maybe not some of the best, but 450s definitely put on. Again, I know I've said it once, I'll say it a million times. I'm very sorry for the audio issues with the stream. Just not entirely sure what happened with all of that. It would have been great to have actually been able to not just hear my voice all night. As far for you guys, I could hear the bikes. It's great for me. But yeah, we'll have to figure that out going into next week. But yeah, as far as that goes for me, again, I don't think anything's gonna update within the next couple minutes here. And I don't have anyone to ramble off to this week, so that's always a bummer. But from myself, Luke Scheffler's little pop in that unfortunately you guys couldn't hear, and Jay-Z himself, who couldn't make it because he decided to go touch grass. I'm Trevor DiBasilio. It was great having you guys, and we'll see you Wednesday for Thunder Valley, the Pro National.